Remember in the Bible where God could only reveal his glory a little at a time so that he didn't hurt anyone's eyes? Well, that's what we're doing here. We're going to ease you in slowly. Oh my God, just look. Now is the season, brothers and sisters, to get in here and farm some Tmogs. And who has the most glorious, spectacular, amazing Tmogs in all of World of Warcraft? You know who. The whole community's all fired up to go farm some zombie pony, but if you ask me, I wouldn't waste your time. For once you have ridden atop the majestic charger, there's no way you could ever ride that limped-winged frozen stick. Makes me want to puke. It's raining transmogs, and now is the time to snatch up all those Paladin pieces you've been missing out on. I wanted to take a video here and point out some of my favorite Paladin gear. What I love about the Lawbringer set is that it laid a foundation for Paladin gear awesomeness that was built upon, and there's been some ups and downs through the years, but overall, Paladins have come out on top of the Tmog game. You can know that. If you've watched any of my videos at all, you knew it was coming. Every Paladin's gotta have the Judgment set. While you're clearing all this classic content, make sure that you take a moment to say a prayer for our poor brother and sister Paladins in the classic community, who are stuck playing the worst version of Paladin in all of World of Warcraft. Just seals, flash of light spam, and seal twisting. Ugh. Can you imagine no divine toll? A tragedy. For those of the Draenei persuasion, perhaps I could interest you in a little Crystal Forge. I always thought this was such a sweet combination of weapon and armor. Another set that I really like that has kind of that crystal theme to it is the Guiding Light set out in Blackrock Foundry from Warlords of Draenor. It's got a blue and a purple version I'm a big fan of. I haven't worn this one as much as I used to, but I really like this set. Battleplate of the High Lord from the Nighthold. It's one of my favorite Paladin sets. Here's the normal version. I also really like the Mythic version. Thing you gotta love about the Mythic version is these sweet shoulders. Look at those. Whichever set I'm rocking, I always use these shoulders because I love the discs. I think that looks so badass. Two great things about farming this set is you get to run the Nighthold raid, which is one of my favorite raids of all time. And let's do remember the amazing Suramar experience. This city is outstanding, and whenever they do WoW 2, I'm expecting Suramar treatment for all of the capitals. Even if you don't like the art or the style, you have to just appreciate the scale. Staying in Legion, take a peek at the Radiant Lightbringer set. Talk about a pair of shoulders. Look at that. Got your Libram and your hammer. And let all Paladins, especially Holy Paladins, always be grateful for the Legion expansion for bestowing upon us the great artifact that allows us to carry hammer and Libram. And on top of that, we just got a ton of sexy skins. And so it's like a cherry on top of the Paladin Transmog Sunday. Does our cup not runneth over? Indeed it does. When it comes to busting up treasure goblins to unlock all that sweet new tier 2, best way I found is just to sit outside the hotel in Goblin Town, turn on the music, and pull up your mini-map, and it won't be long before you start seeing portals pop open all over the place. Now, while you're waiting for the portals to come, don't be a lame-o. This is a great time to get those toys out, have a little fun with the community. What's one of my favorite ones? Oh, this one right here, look. Puts out a nice little chill vibe. You'll see the little rabbits and flowers start. Look at this, huh? Isn't that nice? With the music just chilling. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that one. Get that out there in Firelands. All right, treasure goblins, here they come. Some exciting news for Holy Paladins. In 11.2, some of our abilities are getting some tune-ups. We never know exactly what this turns into by the time the patch comes. But just as a start, You got this new talent, Pillar of Light, that buffs up Beacon. And now Beacon of Virtue is going to have a heal baked into it. So that global cooldown you have to spend just to get it up is going to give you at least a little boost to stabilize the situation, which is going to make it a lot more effective as an ability. Another Infusion of Light change, but the big one here is instead of getting Infusion of Lights from crits, Holy Shot crits like we always have, now it's just going down to a base chance to proc every time you cast Holy Shock. I imagine this change will shift us out of the critical strike business, but I'm not sure. We'll let Elismir and all the high-level guys test it out. And then you got Divine Favor and some other talent adjustments. And again, all this is up for change, and I'm sure they'll get some feedback and tune it up a little bit. But this is just where we're at. Some buffs to Beacon and another change to infusions and how they're generated. And then here down at Retribution, Divine Hammers getting tuned up a little bit. For me, Holy Paladin is the only Paladin spec that feels like it needs just a little something. Both Protection and Retribution are fantastic. Now, when it comes to Protection, I would say that I think that there's just a little too much going on. There's too many charges, too many procs. It feels like every global cooldown is just waiting to be used with another proc or ability, and it's a little much. When it comes to Retribution, I think it's damn near perfect. And overall, I would say the Paladin feels fantastic in the War Within. I'm not a huge fan of the Paladin class talents. So many of them just suck. But the specializations are fantastic, and the hero talents are banger for every spec. Between the Transmogs and the tune-ups, Season 3 is looking like it could be real nice for Paladins. So get ready to get some. I know, you're all excited about MoP, and everybody will be for 2 months. And then everybody either goes to Classic or they come to Retail. But before all that fun kicks off, maybe take some time and farm up these sets you need. There's one truth about Retail World of Warcraft that you all know in your heart. Transmog is the end game. And what are you going to do when you get all that sweet Transmog? I know, you're going to put it on and then run around, do your chores, and log off. But let me teach you a little secret my Moonguard family taught me. Best thing you can do is slap that gear on and go peacocking. It's very important for the WoW community to see all the awesome Paladins running around. Makes them feel happy, makes them feel safe to see all these studs in service to the light. You don't think this stuff matters, but I'm telling you, it does. You got to get out here, you got to slow it down, and you got to look at how fucking awesome you are. That's the beauty of the World of Warcraft, just coming in here and looking awesome like everyone else. Oh, look, another Demon Hunter with Warglaives. The amount of Warglaives we're about to see in this game. My God. There's so what I tell you. In closing, just a friendly reminder that maybe instead of running around and looking for a bunch of new things to mount, maybe you should just be grateful for what you already have. A message brought to you by your pony and your wife. Oklahoma out.